Met yet, or for guests who don't know me, my name is Aaron Wallace. I'm the CEO of Balance Your Fitness. And just to give a little bit of background information on me, kind of how I got into this industry, what my educational background is, if you guys don't know it. I studied for 4 years at Alton College to get a Bachelor's of Exercise and Health Science, and instead of deciding to go another 8 or 10 years before I decided to work, I decided to go into the health and fitness industry, and my current model certification is from a place called the CHEK Institute in California, and as a holistic lifestyle coach and as a exercise and biomechanic practitioner, also as a golf biomechanic specialist here where we've got those developers. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is how we can go and be able to go and have our life in balance. When I say that, meaning how do we go and balance our life for our health and well-being, and also balancing it with our family, with our friends, with our work. Because I'll let you know, 99% of most people, or most people sitting in here, we don't have time to be spending 2 or 3 or 4 hours a day in the gym to be working out, or to be spending all of our time thinking about the foods that we eat, or all that. So we want to be able to still be able to go and see those changes that we want from our body, whether it's being able to go and swing the golf club and drive down the fairway a little bit longer, or being able to lose weight, or being able to stay and get out of joint pain. But how do we go and actually balance those with the demands that we are in real life? Because we want to be able to go and make things realistic for us to do, or else it's just not gonna get done. We kind of overwhelm ourselves with too many things to do, which even without exercise or changes in our lifestyle, we tend to do that. So how do we make this as easy as possible to make changes in our life? So first off, how many people in here are golfers or play golf consistently? So we got quite a few hands raising up here. So now, when we go out and golf, how many people are in here are out of those people that golf going to think about going and joining tours, or doing it professionally, or as an amateur, or to do it as part of their everyday type of life where they're golfing competitively? So obviously we do it to have fun, right? So obviously we want to do it to go and have fun, to socialize, and for some people on golf leagues, consume large amounts of alcoholic beverages. So, but we want to enjoy our favorite activities. So that means being better at it. So obviously if we go and play golf poorly, we don't go and enjoy it quite as much. So when we talk about going and designing a program to be able to go and get those results as quickly as possible, a well-designed program should be able to go and add about 10 to 20 yards of distance on each club. So if you guys aren't familiar with golfing, anyone who is can tell you that adding 10 to 20 yards of distance on each club is quite a significant amount of distance.
Unless it's your putter.
Yeah, that's usually good. That's actually my problem most of the time. So maybe more accuracy with putter. So when we talk about going through a design exercise program, these are the things that we learn here are actually things that professionals go and use on a daily basis to be able to go and improve more, have accuracy and lower scores. Every single professional golfer does this type of thing, but we want to be able to go and incorporate it into our daily lives, so that way we're not going in, because we don't have just 8 hours a day to go golf and exercise. So we want to be able to do things easily and quickly to help improve our golf performance. So I wanted to show you a great technique that you can use even out on the course as well. And I wanted to ask for a helper as a great golfer in the back corner who can outdrive most men. That would be my mother. Introduce my mother, Barb Wallace. So, hey, well, you can outdrive most men that I know. So, when we talk about golf, I want to kind of use my mom as a demonstration because she does very well with the exercise that I give her, so she knows what she's doing up here with that. So, I'm going to ask you, Mom, to get into a dress posture. So imagine this is your club. All right. So now, as a golfer, go ahead and wrap it up here. You can stay in that position. As a golfer, we want to be able to go and turn our spine very easily. So I don't know if you guys received some of the emails that I sent out, but on one of the YouTubes we talked about how our spine moves. And when we go and turn our spine, that's actually how we go and generate force with the club and actually get to go and hit the golf club as far as we can. So one of the nice positions that my mom's in is actually she's in a nice upright position where you can take a club and actually go and see that her spine is actually in a nice straight position. So if she goes and just go ahead and cross your arms to your chest, Mom, and just turn your shoulders, she can actually turn her shoulders quite well. Now, if I were to have you go ahead and stand up, Mom, and kind of go ahead and just kind of slouch a little bit like you're, there you go. Now if I have her cross her arms to her shoulders and turn, she can't quite turn as well. So one of the things that you guys can do, and any person can do, is actually go and use this as an exercise to be able to go and help improve golf performance. So you can actually go ahead and grab the club behind your back and hold the club there, and you can actually hold this position. Go ahead and put the handle a little higher. And you can actually go and hold this position to be able to go and be able to go and hold the position of dress posture throughout the entire round. So go ahead and relax, Mom. Don't work out too bad there. So when you actually go and hold that position for 30 seconds to a minute to a little bit longer, so if you think about how long you're holding your dress posture during an 18-hole round, is actually upwards of 4 to 5 minutes. You're actually holding that posture. So you can actually do that along with exercises that actually go and actually help you go and rotate the spine. So you can actually go and do something on a cable machine where you're doing a cable push or a pull. So go ahead, and if I were to go ahead and have you bend forward again, there you go. If I were to have you go ahead and now just move your arms, okay. I just didn't give you good enough instructions.
No, I don't know what he wants me to do, sorry.
All right, so
What do you mean, yeah?
right here, and then move your arms in that position.
Oh, okay.
So now you see her shoulders are turning while she's going and holding this position. So go ahead and relax, Mom. So it's a very simple tip. This is actually an exercise that you'll see on, if you guys watch the Golf Channel or these experts that they go and see on TV, this is an exercise you go and actually see on many different, the golf television networks that they're going to show. So you go ahead and thank you. So this is something that and so if you guys have questions on this, you guys actually can go and see this technique again. I'll be posting this video on the weekly emails. So if you guys go and have your emails signed up for there, you can actually go and check it out. I'll be sending it out tomorrow on an email to go and check out that technique. So we want to be able to use those same techniques professionals use every day, to use them efficiently, to get the performance that we want, to get the results that we want with the least amount of effort and time to put in. So, now how many people here want to lose weight? Oh, we got more hands coming up there. So when we talk about weight loss, how many people have heard of or talk about our stress hormones before? Maybe you guys understand a little bit more about what your stress hormones are? Yes. So what our stress hormones are basically the hormones that we would use if we were in a life or death threatening situation. So if a tiger were to walk into this room right now, we'd all have certain reactions. You know, our heart would race, our blood pressure would go up, and we'd get probably ready to run out the back door. So this though is being able to go and understand that our body reacts to that type of stress the same way we would if we were to go and eat a McDonald's cheeseburger, or if we were to go and have an argument with our spouse, or if we were to go and have 4 or 5 hours of sleep a night. So actually our stress hormones actually prevent us from being able to go and utilize body fat efficiently as a fuel source to be able to help us lose weight. So when we talk about lowering stress, that's actually how we can be able to lose weight, because if we use too much of the hormones that stress us out, we actually take away from the hormones that actually help us lose body fat. Does that make sense? So when we talk about that, we have several different ways that we can go and understand stress. When we talk about here is, first off, understanding that our mind rules our body. So that if you're going out and you want to go and have a good workout or a hard workout, that it's going to be hard to do if you just found out that you're getting a divorce or that somebody in your family just died. That your mind and your emotions rule almost pretty much every other function in your body. So we want to be able to understand what techniques that we can go to kind of lower our stress, because obviously we can't get rid of our jobs or our families that may cause us stress. My family doesn't cause me stress. Right, hon?
That's right.
That's right, okay. All right, so we want to be able to go and help teach you techniques to manage the stress and understand how much of this we're going under. Because the more emotional stress that we're under, the lesser, the lower intent, we can't really handle a high intensity exercise program. So we want to be able to go and adjust the intensity accordingly. So also how we breathe. You can actually lower your stress hormones and actually go and help you lose body fat by just changing the technique that we go and breathe every day. We actually breathe 10,000 times a day, and we can either breathe 10,000 times to increase our stress levels, or we can breathe 10,000 times to go and lower our stress levels. So there's actually techniques to be able to go and physically change how we breathe to be able to go and lower that stress level. So when we talk about hydration, there's actually about 10 billion chemical reactions that go on in your body every second, and every one of them are water dependent. So if we don't have the right amount of water in our body, so sometimes we can be also overhydrated. Sometimes we can drink too much, but especially if we're underhydrated, we can actually go and decrease our body's ability to utilize those fat-burning hormones. And also being able to devise an exercise program that you can do safely, effectively, and also realistically. If you come up and say to me, Aaron, I've got 20 minutes to do an exercise program, how much help is it going to be if I give you an exercise program that's going to take an hour and a half to do? You probably won't do it, or you basically get frustrated. People get frustrated and won't start doing it, and won't do the exercise program. It makes me look bad. I don't want to have that happen. So we want to be able to devise something that's also efficient, but also realistic to be able to do to get you to your goals. And also being able to go and understand how we can alter our sleep and our basic rhythms that our body goes on when it comes to our hormonal rhythm. So when we talk about sleep, is how we can actually go and use our sleep to increase our fat burning hormones. So the programs that we do are all individually designed to reach those quickly, so that way we can be able to find out which one do we need to work on the most with Joe or Margaret or Andrew or Kelly. Everybody's going to be different. So you guys aren't just, it's not a cookie cutter program that we're dealing with. We're dealing with something that can go and find out specifically what's going on with you, not just some generalized program that you're finding on the internet. And the last is how many people here do you have in the past or are dealing with some type of pain or discomfort? Well, we all raise our hands because we all probably have done that in the past. So how can we go and heal and prevent pain? And that's the most important thing, is to be able to go and actually prevent pain, not just go and mask it. How many people here have been to physical therapy or had cortisone shots before? All right, so we have a lot of people who've been done to that. Ben, I don't think you've had it. No? I miss you, Ben. You need to come in more. Come in with grammar next time. So how can we go and prevent pain? So when we talk about, when we have a cortisone injection, the reason why you have pain is not a cortisone injection deficiency. Obviously, we want to be able to find out what the root cause of the pain is. And so we want to be able to go and understand that drugs only mask the pain. And the pain is the signal that our body is trying to communicate